Black.
You want to hear something that's bullshit real quick? He
Bullshit.
does. He does. That's the face of yes, I really do, but I don't want to say yes.
I don't know if I should
Just say it.
say yes.
Just say it. I don't
Oh
know
no,
the
I was
living
going to
thing.
talk about
Say
the
it.
house that Emily and I just lost.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, because what it was listed at like 260, and it went for 300,000.
Ooh, yeah. Holy cow.
Some assholes were like, "Yeah, we want this house. Let's pay $300,000 for it,"
Dude, that's the market right now, though.
which is well,
mm,
that's even more outrageous than it should have been. It's not going to appraise for that much.
I can't wait till the housing market crashes.
Yeah.
why does my camera do that?
People say that every year. Okay.
And they also put 30,000 down for appraisal too.
Damn. They really wanted that fucking house.
Yeah, they did.
Oh,
Where
Ryan,
was
quick
this?
question.
What part of town?
On the other side of Hilliard, over
Like
by
north?
Davidson.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Okay, Ryan, quick question.
No,
What what side of the screen is my light on
it's on
for
the
you?
right, but it's on your left side.
Yeah, same for you. Yours is on the right side of why?
Yeah, because I'm looking at you, and so your left side is to my right, stupid.
But if I was looking at you,
It would be on his left.
it would be on the right. What?
No, look
What
at
do you
his
guys?
shirt. It says Buckeyes. His camera orientation is normal.
That it? Oh my God.
So
Yours is
is yours.
backwards. Yours is
No, it's
mirrored.
not. It says Hilliard Darby.
No, no, no,
Is
no.
it normal?
Like you looking at your Discord, like
Yes.
this is my left hand,
Yeah,
right? But me
yeah.
looking at my Discord, it's mirrored, so it
Uh-huh.
looks like my right. But to you guys, they flip it, so you know this is my left hand.
Why cameras are weird, man. I don't.
You stupid.
Yours is mirrored, theirs is not. I don't know what else to tell you.
I guess it's like, but it's like, I like I know this is my left side, and I'm waving my left hand, and on my screen I can see yes, that's my left hand on the left side. I guess so.
It's
So
mirrored.
I don't. Yeah.
It's what a mirror does.
So I'm looking at because I'm looking at you. That's why
Yeah.
people extend both their right hands when they shake hands. They don't. One doesn't do their left hand. One doesn't do their right hand.
Well, I mean, you can, but yes,
Yeah,
you're
that's
right.
you can do a fist bump like that, I guess.
Like a nice wet handshake.
Nothing
Alright.
wrong with a wet handshake.
Alright. So, session 27 recap. Last episode, the gang entered the dungeon. They were warned about by their friend Gumtree. The Holly Sword lineage made shelter for the great weapon known as the Holly Sword. They descended beneath the murky walls of the nearly submerged structure, looking back only to see the doors sliding closed and feeling the trembling in the walls as they felt the building sink under the waters as something loud crashed outside above the surface. The gang crawled their way through the dungeon, stepping into every trap and fending off large and fearsome creatures with noxious gas attacks that nearly ended them.
Sounds about right.
Reaching the final room, the gang fell into the furthest reaches of space. The relationships and connections to people they met along the way, revealing themselves as constellations in the vast nothingness of space. As they soared through space, they found themselves falling towards the planet where they could see Mir and crash violently into the ground unharmed. Upon waking, Riynor was holding the Holly Sword, the precious family heirloom that Gumtree had crafted generations prior to keep hidden from his brother. The gang begins the new day on the beaches of the ruined city of Sobaka. So you had crashed into the planet where, standing outside where the temple was, and it has sunken beneath the surface so that the emblem that was protruding from the water above the doorway is no longer visible. The day is pretty quiet. It's midday-ish, about when you guys wake up. General animal chatter in the background. It's, Sabaka is a ruined city, so there's really nothing there to to come up behind you. Sobaka. Yeah, so Riynor, you have the Holly Sword, and you
What
have
the
to,
fuck is this?
you have to attune to it to use it.
Give
The-
me 1 second.
The temple is underwater, but Silbaka is just like a ruined city.
Yeah, it's completely covered in vinage and foliage. It has been reclaimed by nature, completely.
Is Gumtree around?
He is not. You guys have
Gumtree!
Rikzu just starts screaming out into the forest. Gumtree!
I want to
No
go
answer.
home.
No, no answer.
Well, I feel like I feel like we should go check out Sobaka. Sobaka.
Sobaka.
Yeah,
All
probably.
right.
So
Everybody.
if there's nothing else around, I want to go just kind of walk through Sobaka a little bit, and is there anything there worth looking at or getting, or is there anyone there?
Yeah, make a. Are you going like into like the ruins and the grown over buildings, or are you just kind of looking from afar for anything interesting?
I mean, I want to get like into the city kind of proper, and then not necessarily go inside anything, just kind of get what's going on here.
Okay, do a perception check,
Woo.
and then Riynor.
18,
I gotta get the item page up.
23.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me get the item pulled up. Did I link it to you, or
Ooh.
did I just give you the description?
You linked it, but like the link didn't work.
That's right. D&D Beyond is so fucking weird.
D&D.
I mean, I'll check
Holy
again.
sword.
Hey, it's
D&D.
I might actually be able to add it then. Hold on. Actually,
D&D.
the link worked.
D&D.
I went on a trip to Silbaka, and all I got was this lousy Holly sword.
I can't add to collection because it requires subscription.
Dun,
For a
dun,
custom
dun.
item? That's so stupid.
Yep.
That doesn't.
That's the only thing.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would you have to subscribe for?
I mean, you
don't
could just
know.
make it yourself, Ryan. Can you see all the specs and everything?
Yeah, I put them in my D&D Beyond, but that is gonna be a bitch to do.
Holy
well-
jolly sword.
Yep.
I like your reaction at the end of your video, Crave. You're like,
I know it kept going into the next. My camera records in 3-minute intervals.
right.
And it kept going into the next one because it ended right there, but
Yeah.
my reaction does not end there. So Keylen, yeah. So you guys have the high sword and you kind of get up and like, well, left is Kroluk and we're at Sobaka, and then further to the right, or well, technically where you are, both of them are in the left or a right.
Oh,
direction.
I think I might have just found it. Add. Got it. I fucking got it.
Okay, good. To the northeast is Kroluk, and then to the southeast would be Dracon again.
Mhm.
So Keylen goes scouring about in Sobaka, and it's not like any of the other cities, like at all. You can see, because you had a pretty good check. You can see where it was going to be probably similar to Kroluk in terms of like layout. It was bustling. There's a lot of like homes in one end that all have like these big similar to Kroluk like porches where people would hang out and they would socialize. Like there are various shops, there you can see like remnants of food stalls, like street food stalls, vendors and all that thing, old blacksmiths, old churches, and other places to worship and things like that. So it was definitely on the rise before it met its end. There's still there are definitely still signs of like the conflict that happened down there. You know, similar to like Savannah. Like we were just in Savannah, Georgia. That's why I know this. Like half of it was burned to the fucking ground, and you can see like where civilization kind of carried. You can sort of trace the outline. It's a pretty evenly laid out and distributed city. You can see where it was going when you get to a certain point, and that's where all the buildings are like leveled. But you can still see remnants of the outline of what the city was going to be. It's hard to tell, like, you know, because nature has taken over for so long. A lot of it's heavily rotted and rotten. You can't really say like, oh, this was like the Smith's house at 123 Main Street, you know. But at this point, it's easy enough to say like, well, this construction, pretty clearly a house. That construction, pretty clearly a shop. And not, you know, going into houses, everything's either completely covered or completely rotten. You know, take your pick. It's pretty dismal.
Yeah.
Rescue.
So literally just a bunch of ruins is really what it is.
Yeah, it's like it looks like oddly shaped nature because it just grew over everything. It's been there for so long.
Gotcha.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Everything quit. Oh, it's back.
Oh.
Okay.
We can still see it.
Okay, good.
I guess-
Everything just froze for a second. Sorry.
Oh.
So Ryan, you said you can see the Holly Sword stats.
Yeah, I actually put it. I've got it in my equipment now.
That's so weird.
Well, like I was looking at it on the computer on D&D Beyond, and it's like, nah, fuck you. But then I searched for it on D&D Beyond, like on my character sheet,
And it popped up.
and it popped up, and it's like, yep, you can have it.
That's so weird.
I mean, that bit might be because campaign character are linked, and since it's linked to you, Joe, and you've got subscription,
yeah,
right? So that
that's
might be
true.
it.
I don't know. I was logged into D&D Beyond on the computer when I was doing it too, so I don't know if I can go.
I am either in Adam. I'm either in his because he's subscribed, and John is subscribed, and they both have campaigns that I leech off of.
Yeah.
Admittedly. So yeah, Riynor and Rikzu, you guys are chilling outside where the temple was, and Riynor, you've got this pretty sleek looking sword. What the fuck is this thing? And Keylen he just goes to check out the city.
I don't need to know that. Swords don't interest me much.
Avast, who gave you the fucking idea to get in front of everything on my computer? Go the fuck away. Avast VPN's just like, hey, you don't have a VPN on.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, anyway.
All right.
Well, I was kind of hoping Gumtree was here to tell us what to do.
We should probably go find him when my brother gets back. Because this thing, this sword, this is what we were searching for. I don't know much
Right.
about it. It's a sword. I guess it was in my family for years.
You think you can kill a bone dragon with that puppy?
Probably not. I mean, I might have to spend some time with it just to figure out
I'm gonna make my way.
more about it. But other than that, yeah.
Kyle,
I guess
What'd you find?
I'm gonna make my way back to them.
Okay. So while you guys are chatting, if there's any, if you wanted to smack talk Keylen, now would be the time before he crosses back over.
Yeah, he's
you
a
guys.
fucking bitch. We don't see anything like out and about. Just kind of like no ravenous beasts or anything.
No, there's definitely there's definitely like a change in the feeling in the air, like because when you guys got there, the energy like around the building was so prominent and so like amplified. It spawned those little creatures that you guys fought off when you first got there. But since you dealt with them and the dungeon had sunk, that seems to have really like leveled off, and now it just feels just like a normal day. Like all that energy that was there is completely gone.
Interesting.
And then Keylen arrives.
Well, what'd you find?
Not much. Sobaka's pretty empty. It's mostly ruined now.
Cool.
I'm gonna look over and like, where did you get that sword?
Found it
Where did you find it?
in the dungeon. It's my fancy sword. Go get your own.
No, what is that?
It's a sword. What's it look like?
Does the sword have a name?
Oh, you tell me. If this is our family's dungeon, you're the one that, did all the books and shit about it, so...
Well, let me see it! Damn it! I'll wrestle the sword away from him.
Stop fighting.
It's pretty like
I made a 5 on my strength check.
Riynor, would you fight it at all, or are you just giving him a hard time?
Heck yeah, man. I'm gonna fight that shit.
All right.
I rolled 5.
Yeah. Strength check.
I've got a 10.
So it's pretty wimpy between you two. Kane is like, and Riynor just like, no, and just whiff.
No, it's mine.
Yeah, it's and Rikzu.
I'd toss it to him.
Yeah. No. All right, fine. Here, he hands it to you, Keylen.
All right, I'm gonna look at it and do I recognize what it is? And
you don't recognize it. You've never seen it. It hasn't.
Okay.
It was never something like your dad or your mom. Either one of them really ever talked about Gumtree. He told you what it was and where it is, and you're like, well, it's a pretty slick looking sword. Keylen hasn't had much training or experience in the way of like martial arts or physical weapon fighting or anything like that. But
are there any markings or anything on it that I would recognize?
It had the symbol above the temple that was there, that is present on the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got like that like Damascus steel look to it, where with the that like wave effect across the metal.
Mm-hmm.
And looking like at the bottom, under the hilt, like above the grip, if that makes sense, like right where you put your hand. If you were to like this is the hilt. Your hand is right up against it. If you go like that, there's just a big cavity where a ring would go. And you guys know from what Gumtree told you, like when the ring and the sword are joined, like they destroy each other.
Okay.
But in terms
So
of
what do you think?
Yeah.
So we need to go see Auntie Yod.
Don't say that. That's weird. Why don't we go find Gumtree first?
I mean, Gumtree could be who knows where.
I mean, he's just here.
Yep, okay, I do have that. Okay. Is there any sign of Gumtree anywhere?
So you guys had last met him in the forest when you were
Mm-hmm.
traveling here. So he was at a what's it called? Like
Because I thought he'd come with us to the
The edge of the temple.
yeah.
No, he was at the outer position camp that was like kind of the first worn out, like taken over thing of Sobaka you guys had seen. He was there when he found you guys, or when you found him.
Mhm.
and he told you like this is your journey and the temple is all on you guys. He did not go with you.
Okay.
And
So should we go back to our base of operations?
Head
Yeah, we
back to
should-
camp and see if he's there, or
Yeah.
go from there. Where'd everybody
Um,
go? Like, everybody just walks off now. I mean, come on.
If Gumtree wants to talk to us, I think he'll show up.
Laxmope, Larawen, Kylian, and Lok'Tar all just like walk away from you guys. Like we'll be back. Except
They just start
Gone.
walking
They
into the
They just
ocean.
walked into the woods.
So much for teamwork. Yep.
so yeah,
Hey,
it's
we can
just
be
you
Um,
three.
we can be a small fire team. It's okay.
Yeah.
What
Uh,
time of day is it? Kind of, is it like night? Is it like afternoon, evening?
Midday,
Like,
midday, 2 o'clock.
Well, yeah, let's go back to the camp and see if Gumtree's there, and maybe he can help us make sense of what we've got and what this sword can do.
Ryan, I assume you can still hear us.
yeah, I can still hear.
Okay, I couldn't remember if you have your mic and your ears from the headset.
The mic
do.
and the ears is the headset, and I just got another beer.
Yeah, like I
That
mean,
is
like,
a fighter.
I use an external mic from because my headset mic is shit. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I can be pretty far away, and you can still probably hear me, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I know these
Oh,
are great. I
actually-
love them.
I don't want to do that. I already got you guys set up for the Discord or the.
Woo-woo. But yeah, no, let's head back to camp and go from there. See if Gumtree's there.
To the grown over camp.
Yep.
Yeah, so you guys you weren't if I'm trying to remember it, it's pretty much like a 2-3 day travel to each town by walking, and the camp was outside Sabaka, so I think if I remember like last time it only took you guys a few hours to get there.
hmm
So whereas Sabaka was not really a lot of trees, it was mostly like vinery and shrubbery and things of that nature because the town was there. They cut it all down. You guys walk back into the forest. Sorry, man, I'm so fucking burpy right now. Doesn't take you long at all to retrace your steps because, you know, going somewhere always feels a lot longer than when you go back. And Ava will not go to bed.
Oh no. Oh no, baby.
Did she throw her bear? Yeah, she threw a bear.
She probably threw a bear. She needs that bear.
Nope, she psyched me out. She's just got it. Anyway. So you guys are able to retrace your steps pretty quick, and it's like, all right, now we know where we are. Get to the campsite, and it's not very late in the day. When you get there, it's probably like 6 or 7. But because the foliage in the forest is so dense, it looks a lot darker than what it is. But you are able to find the campsite again and it's pretty much the same as you left it, except for like the fire pit, because I think you guys had lit a fire before when you talked to Gumtree, when Keylen and Riynor were spooning.
Grandpapa, are you still here?
And so Riynor calls out, and like this nice even gust blows through the trees, and he steps out from behind one of them. Yes, I'm here.
That's creepy.
I'm a druid, Keylen. It's what we can do.
Ha. Well, we've been
Hello,
in the
boys.
Hello.
we just
Where's
came
all
back
your
from
friends?
they just kind of walked off.
They started walking in the
Oh.
river with the ocean with their arms out, and they just kind of kept walking. Don't know.
Oh,
It was weird.
well. That is weird. Okay,
Yeah.
no judgment here.
We don't know.
Anyway, I see
But
you
yeah,
found the
we-
sword.
Oh, is that the sword?
That is the sword.
Awesome.
Keylen, show him the sword.
You have the sword.
Oh, I didn't see you give it back to me.
I put it right in the sheath.
So Ryno is like holding it, and he's like,
It's in your hand.
You mean
Alright.
this
And
sword?
he takes it, or are you handing it to him?
I'll hand it to Gumtree.
Okay. He takes it and he like feels the weight of it, and you can see it. He's got this big smile on his face as he like remembers all the good years with it and stuff like that. Yep, no doubt this is her. He like runs his fingers over the still really polished steel. It looks really nice. You're going to need this. Hands it back to you, Riynor. You're probably going to want to get back to your friends over in town there. You're going to need to create a plan to get into Fort Yard. Because a battle is
Over at
coming.
Krolok.
Krolok, yes.
And how we're so in Krolok, or sorry, well, we're in between Krolok and
Sobaka.
Fort Yad, right? Well, Sobaka is in between the two.
Between Krolok and Dracone.
Sort of.
of.
So it's a pentagram layout, or pentagon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to pull that.
Fort
back
Yard
up.
is in the dead center.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm gonna see if I can do this backwards, because up here is my top left. Or is this top left for you too? If I point right here,
Top
No,
right.
it's top
Yes.
right.
No, it's top right.
this is okay. So I'll just do it backwards. So up
Yeah.
here is Krolok. Over
Okay.
here is Patuk, and Sobaka is down here, and then Dracone is right here, and then Vol is over here, and then right in the
Gotcha.
center is Fort Yad. So if you were
Okay.
to if you were to go from like, so here's Fort Yad. If you were to go from Sobaka to Patuk, you would cross Fort Yad territory.
Okay.
And then same thing. Like if you were in Krolok and you wanted to go to Dracone, you'd be crossing that Fort Yad territory.
Mhm.
We want to go to Krolok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are in Sobaka, and then Krolok is just the next one up. That's
All right.
that's
The
where
northeast.
Eotis is. Everybody else is
Yes.
in Patuk, except for the Blackthorns. The Blackthorns are also in Krolok.
Yep.
Because that's where you guys dealt with the dwarf and all of his
Yep.
miscreants.
Well, let's go see if he's taken over the town.
Iados, yeah.
Yeah.
Gumtree, you coming along with us, or are you gonna go
Yeah.
back to your house?
Nope. I
Okay.
think, and he like starts like kind of not stretching, but like shaking his arms out. I'm ready for a fight. I got some pep in my step. I had some good eggs this morning. I'm ready.
Today? A fight today?
You should never not be prepared, Rikzu. Who knows?
I guess you're right.
Alright.
Onward! And he like
Yeah.
starts like shuffling through the dirt.
All right,
What's
we'll
it?
follow
What's
him.
it? What's
Are
his
we going
walking
at that, like a snail's pace the whole time?
Because I'm at 45.
Yeah, Rikzu he walks up 45, walks back 15, walks up 45, just to prove a point. I am gonna check on Ava real quick because she's not lying down. Take a quick
No
break. I'm also gonna
Baby.
get some water too.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay. We will see how long that lasts. Because she figured out if she doesn't want to eat something, she can just spit it out.
Nice.
And so like now every time I try and feed her, she just goes, and it like gets everywhere. And it gets very annoying because she doesn't want to eat it, so I'm not going to try and feed it to her. And then she's hungry 10 minutes later. So I just gave her the rest of her bottle. And now she's like not moving. So I hope that means she fell asleep. I can see little hands moving. So anyway. So you guys pair up with Gumtree and you head back to Krolik. So it is
Hi, Jake.
Jake!
Hi, Jake.
No!
Hi, Jake.
Can't believe Jake would just leave us like that. What a terrible human being. Oh, Jake, I didn't see you there. Ooh, awkward.
I don't even know if he can hear us.
Well, he's muted, but
I am muted.
now
There
you're
you go.
not.
Good thing, because I was saying terrible things.
Okay, so the couple-day journey back to Krolik is pretty easy and calm. You guys are not. You had to deal with like those iron cobras when you guys had first left that the wharf had kind of sent out to try and prevent people from going out that way.
Right.
But you did not have to deal with them coming back, which is nice.
Ah, yes,
So-
because they were dead.
Exactly. So, returning to Krolik, the first thing you guys see as you sort of breach through the forest that surrounded them. It's not hidden at all. The first thing you guys notice is there is a complete line around the entire city, a 3-person deep wall that everybody's got their armor on, they've all got weapons on their backs, and every single one of them is standing at attention. And you kind of look over them, and they're not in yacht armor at all. You guys can recognize some of the faces, kinda, as people you've like passed by or talked to when you first entered Krolik.
What the fuck?
Where's the Autos?
He's probably inside the city doing Lots of things, I'm sure.
Let's go find Iados and see what's going on, because this is impressive.
I've got a funny feeling, Keylen. It doesn't happen often, but I've got a funny feeling. So
Don't tell that to Iados.
I don't intend to, Riynor. I don't intend to. You guys begin to make way for your line, and you can see they see you guys just walking out of the forest. And many of them pretty much instantly recognize you guys, because you guys had, the big display where you fought the dwarf at the Betrayer's Concord. Instantly recognize, and this boisterous applause suddenly comes out, and everybody like cheers you guys as you come in like the heroes of the town. And they break for you guys and let you head in towards the city. So as soon as you guys enter, the energy and the tone has completely changed. Whereas, like the first time you guys entered, it was very weird because it felt like a normal town. Like people were kind of going about their day and all that. But now it wasn't aimless per se. It was just kind of like lackadaisical. Nobody really had any aim outside what they were doing in their own merit. But today is very different. The entire town just feels like they're firing on all cylinders. I mean, you see carts left and right. There's some carts that are carrying in like raw materials like iron and stuff like that. Others are carrying finished swords. All of the finished stuff, or like carts of food, seem to be going eastward, towards like the east gate where you guys first came in.
Mm-hmm.
And since this is a fishing town, you guys see a lot of fucking food going in that east direction.
Let's go that way.
I was just say, that's fine. Yeah, let's go that way.
Okay. So yeah, you guys begin to head. You guys kind of make your way in with the ebb and flow of the crowd as everybody is doing their thing, trying to prepare what they can. And at some point, you guys recognize one of the three brothers of like the half-orc brothers that you guys maybe not first met, but you had met him in time. You guys see Fang, one of the orc brothers, and who's also one of the Blackthorns. He was recognized by Yorick. Yorick was the son. When you guys pulled him out of the necklace on the boat, and Fang was piloting his boat, which you guys used to get out there and all that stuff. And I'm pretty sure Fang has the southern accent. And you guys catch up to him on his cart. He's got a huge load of fish behind him. Welcome home, heroes.
What the fuck is going on?
Have you boys seen the Iados lately?
No, we literally just got back.
Hey, I guess you're right. He is deep southern. Boy, you boys might want to go find him. He's got this place firing in a way I've never seen before. We're getting ready.
Where was this when we were traveling with him?
I don't know, but man, it's here now. He's like, we're all preparing to move over to Patuk. He says you guys have quite the fortification over there.
We do.
Where everybody's going to Patuk?
That's the plan, boy.
Can we fit everybody in our secret hideout?
I forgot about that.
See why we can't.
Because doesn't what's his face still control Patuk?
Gumtree is like, secret hideout.
Shh! Shut up.
Oh.
Tell you about it later.
Don't tell the bugbears about our decorations.
Don't tell the
and Fang is like, he's kind of looking at you guys as he's driving this thing. He's more concerned with like the crazy traffic that's going on right now, trying not to like run over people as they dart before his truckload of fish. Well, I'm pretty sure whoa, look where you're going, man. I'm pretty sure I saw Iados back at the old Betrayer's Concord. He might still be over there. If you guys want to talk to him.
We'll head that way.
Where is this hideout?
Not here.
Oh. okay. And you guys, he's like, but I wanted to say, what? You guys like pull him out of traffic, and you kind of dodge and weave your way back to the Betrayer's Concord. It's the traffic where it is like where you guys. It's the same way, pretty much, from like the center of town, outside the Jade Lionfish. Is that the one in this town? Krolic.
Yes.
Nice. I'm on a roll.
That's what I'm going with.
It is the Jade Lionfish. Yeah. So you guys zip past there, and you go to the Betrayer's Concord. I was waiting for this. So, at the Betrayer's Concord, you guys you do find Iados. He's not hard to find because, so, if you guys remember, the Betrayer's Concord was like like the gallows,
platform.
right? Yeah, it was a raised platform, and so he is having it converted to a statue of himself.
Of course he is.
He is like, he's posed on his own scaffolding doing one of these, and he's got like these girls around his legs like swooning. And there are like 3 people working on like an exact statue replica of that. and like there are people like getting ready to do all this stuff, and he's getting a fucking statue made.
Of course.
A little narcissistic, if you ask me.
Boys, and he like instantly like misty steps like, welcome back, and he puts his arms around Keylen and Riynor, and he like is doing one of these for Rikzu, trying to get him over. And just like, you'll get over it.
Yeah, what the hell?
Welcome. And he gets you guys like out of the way of traffic, just kind of in like a little alley between 2 buildings. It's been an exciting couple days, boys.
What's
going on?
Have you been doing?
We are moving to Patik.
Like you've been very busy.
He pulls a tankard out of someone's hands and he just starts drinking it. We are moving to Patik, and yes, I have been very busy. Thank you, love. So I realised we are spread a bit too thin. We've got the metro down in Dracone, sort of. We have a lot of them down there. We've got our boys in the Zash out to the east. We've got the Humbled Minion over in Petukia, and then we've got the Blackthorns here. Why are we all spread out? Why don't we all just coagulate together, have one coordinated attack, and then, like I always like to do, enter swiftly from behind? Why don't we just
Why wouldn't we have a coordinated attack from like 3 different sides or 4 different sides?
How would we coordinate that from so far apart?
I don't know, magic?
Exactly, we could.
That exists, doesn't it?
Yes, but it's a bit shaky.
He does make a good point.
Keylen, don't you have a message spell or something that you can just send a message to?
I don't.
Wow.
I think
so
we're
wizard
trying
you
to
are.
create a show of force to the Yods.
Exactly. Plus, they could like flank us or something, and then we'd be kind of fucked, right? If they cut off, like let's say they cut us off from Patuk. Well, now we have 2 isolated lines of attack, and we can still communicate each other, kind of, but we would have no idea where each other is right now. This way, everybody's in front of me. I am behind everyone, right where I should be, and we can sneak in and just wreck the place. It's going to be great. And who is this? And he's pointing to Gumtree.
Oh, that's Grandpapa.
Oh, hello.
He's pretty cool. Gumtree. Sorry. Back to the question.
He looks familiar.
Yeah, you stole his chair.
Gumtree. You did. Are you sure?
Yes. Right around the time you started using Laxmope's shield as an umbrella.
When did I do that? That doesn't sound like
rains. When it rains, any time when it rains, Iados.
I'll have to take your word for it. Hello. Hello.
Anyway, do we know the numbers that the Yod family has? Force, like
probably in the thousands. They couldn't be all that dense because they cut off their only food supply from Krolic. Here, right? And that would have been the end of their soldier supply as well. So I can't imagine they're too strong. Idea. Let's go get a drink. Wonderful. And he wraps you guys up again, totally leaving Gumtree out behind him. Do you know what my favorite drink is, Riynor?
I don't want to know.
Anything that's poured on that navel of yours. and so he walks you guys over. So I've been
Side note.
Yeah.
Side note. I feel like he's got Rikzu grabbed by his tail, just like around the wrist, and it's just pulling along with his tail.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys get to the Jade Lionfish, and it's got a couple people in it who look like they're just kind of catching their breath. The bartender just has a line of mugs going, but you guys look over and it's all water with Stan the tortle. He's just got all these filled with water for whoever comes in and needs a bit of rehydration before they go back out. She just needed some milk and then she's back out. So he pulls up a couple chairs and Stan. I don't know what the fuck that was. Stan, what is this? Water. Do I look like I drink water? You probably should. You know what I want. Come on, you know what I'm after here. Bring it over. So, tell me about Sobaka. How was it? I'm dying to know. Were there any yards there? You came back awfully quick.
No, there are no yards.
It was ruins.
That tracks.
We're in ruins.
We've been there. We tried to go there a few times from Dracone. It didn't really work. There was some very strange giant snake things. Wasn't a very big
middle.
Fan. They were difficult to kill.
Middle snakes. Yeah, we killed those. We're in a safe place, by the way, right?
I liked you for a reason. What'd you say?
We're in a safe place, right? We're not gonna be having someone eavesdrop on us.
Oh no. The city is on your side, darling. See, after you sort of exposed the wharf, you made my job to recruiting very easy.
And what about Patuk? Is there not any?
There should still be a Yod presence in Patuk.
Yeah, is there a Yod presence in Patuk if we go back there?
He has this big, stupid smile on his face. Oh, do they?
What's happened while we were gone?
Well, and he begins to tell you guys. So basically, after you guys had kicked Dimitri's ass pretty much, they knew that you were going to Krolik, but there wasn't really a way for them to up their presence without compromising the situation they already had. So Dimitri had left, and he didn't tell Wharf Bow, although you guys told Wharf Bow, Keylen.
Oops.
Yeah, so they knew you were there, and after you guys had caused a bit of trouble in the town, because the Humble Dominion and some of the Metro were already there, as well as some of the Zash in Patuk. So they had been keeping an eye on things, and Dimitri had taken the entire Yod force out, and he fled the city. So there is a 0 Yod presence in Patuk at the moment.
So it's kind of like the whole country is turning against the Yods.
It certainly seems that way, but we have to take them out while we can. Strike while the iron's hot. Because
there's some more information.
What'd you say?
Go ahead, sorry.
There's always more of them. They still have a force. They're not gone. They could just as easily. They could probably start in Dracone. Vol is not necessarily any place where they would get any fighting force per se, but it is still quite a bit of their materials. Riynor.
Hold all those thoughts. You can keep talking. I gotta talk house stuff real quick.
Oh, damn. I thought that was Riynor.
Rynor's got some sweet property out on the suburbs of Patuk.
he's getting some nice marble from Vol. Shipped in.
So the plan is to rendezvous with our forces in Patuk, including the Zash, and just charge Fort Yad.
Pretty much, yes.
But they have a bone dragon.
Well, should we not? Well, you mentioned going through the back, so while the main forces are up front, our small party can go around the back and sneak in that way. And
Yes,
Mm.
and he does like kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Not
apprehensive.
Yeah, he gets kind of, he's like, well, with a bone dragon, you know, yes, we're gonna have to be something we're gonna have to do. But the front line, I think we're pretty prepared for. We've got lots of numbers on our side, lots of power.
Oh.
I like the Blackthorns.
Did Riynor show you the sword?
Riynor shows him the sword. Oh. And he like looks it over. What does it do? I mean, it's very pretty, like me. But unlike me, I don't know if it can do everything. And he looks at Rikzu. I can do everything.
It's supposed to help us take out the bone dragon. It's an ancient weapon from our family, and is Gumtree with us?
Yeah.
Gumtree can tell you a little bit more about it. This is our first encounter.
Gumtree has
with
been
it.
like awkwardly behind Iados, like trying to find a spot where he could squeeze in to sit down.
I give Gumtree my seat.
Oh, thank you, Rikzu. You'd think one of my grandsons would step aside for their grandfather, but you know.
I didn't know we were sitting.
Fair enough. And so he and Iados again, like, are you sure we
Scooch up a
haven't
chair
met?
to Iados.
What do you do?
Like right next to him.
You scoot yours next to him?
Yeah, I find another chair and I'm like, make way, Iados.
He's like looking at Gumtree, and you feel his little tail like curve around your waist and like pull you closer.
Oh shit.
Hi. Are you sure we haven't met him before? Gumtree is he's over it. We have met, Iados. You were in my cottage. You took my chair.
Anyway, Iados, you were saying something? Or was it Gumtree? Shit.
Yeah, so he's like, and so Iados does one of these where he like slaps his hands down, and one is right on Riksu's leg, and then he like leaves it there while he keeps talking with his other hand. So, tell me more. So, admittedly, I don't have the best plan for the dragon. Because I mean, it hasn't really done anything all that bad. So,
Well,
maybe
if
it's sleeping.
Well, our fun fact, we're related to the Yods, Riynor and I.
Oh.
Distantly, Grandpapa's brother was the first Yod.
Yeah, and Gumtree's like, mm-hmm.
But our auntie, she has a ring or a circlet that's what's controlling the bone dragon.
Who's Auntie?
Auntie
Talking
Yod.
about Vesna Yad, you know who she is. Really? So she's the power.
The sword can also destroy that circle. It would also destroy the sword, but it would get rid of the power over the dragon.
And he looks over at Gumtree. Is that how she does it? Is that how she controls the dragon? With the... What is it? Keylen, what is it?
The circlet.
With a circlet? It's not a cock ring, is it?
Not.
What's
I'm not on
that?
her. It's not.
Why do you have to go there every time?
I mean,
We've talked about this.
maybe
Come
it
on.
fits. I don't know. I'm just saying it's
It's
something
her
we can-
crown. She wears it on her head.
Oh.
Unless your
Right.
head is that big, I mean, come on, dude.
Depends on the head, Riynor. And Gumtree's like you can see him getting kind of frustrated at this point. This is not a joke, Iados. Thousands of people have been sacrificed to this thing. You know it. This isn't the time for jokes. I'm just having
did I
some
miss?
fun. Let's all and he still has his hand on Rikzu. We're all friends here.
I push his hand away.
Ah.
Oh, we all know his tail is caressing your ears.
It's around his waist. he used it to pull him closer because Rikzu sat next to him. So, I think we have ourselves a nice little fighting force to get in. I'll be serious, just for the moment for you, Gumtree. He looks around, and there's still quite a few people bustling about. They're not the most experienced fighters. They can hold a weapon. Some of them can cast spells. But in terms of he looks back again. In terms of utility, I don't know how much they can do other than if this turns into attrition, they might have to be the front line or perhaps.
Well, we just need them to distract the Yod forces while we break in and steal the crown.
If this is where the Yods have been getting their soldiers from, I really can't imagine they're much higher caliber than they are. So a front line.
But we also have the Zash.
Yes, I've been talking to Aaron. He and the Kishki and the Setsta and the Dusha are all on board. It's just the Ratsum. They don't seem too fond of helping. Not after they were attacked, at least.
That's kind of their fucking problem, so...
That's fine.
Yes, well, you'd
like you
think
say,
my own brother would deign to help me, but it is what it is, I suppose. Baracus has always been his own man.
well, if the Yard Guard is as you say they are, I think the forces that we have will be plenty fine.
Yes, and I must confess, I'm a little worried about... Oh, what's the little one's name? He wears the leaves. Little scaly thing.
I gotta find the name. It's been
Check
too
who's taking
long.
notes.
Nope.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, it's Spot.
Spot.
Oh, okay, note to self. I can't drink from that side of the cup. There's
Hey, Kriv.
You
Wait,
suck
what
at
is-
that side.
What?
Sorry, there's a lot of people talking. What is the Otis talking about? Spot?
Spot,
Or-
yes. Thank you, Rhino. He seems a bit nervous. I'm a little worried because he is maybe not the leader per se, but he's one of the leading figures of the Blackthorns, and I'm a little worried if he backs out we might lose them, and they are a majority of our magical force, if you will.
Well,
We'll
we'll just grab
go
him and
talk
take him
to him.
along.
We'll go talk to him.
Oh yes, they're coming. See what I've done. Have you seen the city?
It's actually quite impressive,
Thank you.
if
Yes.
I do say. You've done well.
We're preparing a caravan. We're all going to Patuk at once. Now, it'll be quite a lot. Okay, my one ear keeps itching. We're preparing a caravan. We're all going at once. And it'll probably be a 3-day, maybe 4-day trip to get from here to there. Pilraiden and the Metro have already arrived. They are there speaking with the Zash as we speak. So we have to get our part there, along with the Blackthorns and the people and the food. We have to get the food there because the Patook is nice, but they don't really know how to fend for themselves, do they? They're a bit ritzy.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So we've loaded up the carts. We're probably going to go maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. There's probably a few people I want to do hello before we go.
Save it for the road.
That's a good idea. Rikzu, there's one spot on my
No,
calendar.
not Rikzu. We need him.
You need me to walk later.
I mean, damn it.
We broke the DM, yeah.
That was a good one.
We won D&D.
That's how you win D&D.
Yeah. Fair enough. Where was I? We're preparing a caravan. It'll probably take a few days. Do talk to Spot. Maybe corral some of the others that are going with us to bolster their spirits, and we'll have quite the fighting force when we get there. We'll have quite a show.
Well, what do you need us to do in the meantime?
Rest. All seriousness, or all jokes aside, and he looks at Gumtree. You are going to be the leading attack force when we do hit Fort Yard. You are the inspirational banner that everyone will be looking to when they need courage to face the greatest threat this nation has probably ever seen. They're going to be looking to you if they are hurt and scared, or thinking of fleeing the scene. All natural things to do, of course, but they're going to be looking at you. And in a different way that I look at you, of course. And I want them to see a strong and confident and tireless, i.e. rested, force. So do what you... We will probably encounter some things along the way to you know, we're carrying lots of food, there's lots of animals, they're going to smell it. So I think that will be a very good way for you to show off what you've got, shall we say, for those who may not have seen you take out the wolf, or if there is any doubt in their hearts. I think that'll be very good. And then, you know, once they've seen you in action on the road, they'll take that with them to Patook, where they can further bolster those people. Because, you know, they aren't so good at fighting either, but we'll need their courage.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense, boys?
It does.
Excellent. Now,
What?
what?
Oh, okay.
I think he's talking to his dog.
Yeah, Shub is barking at his treat.
Now, are there any questions?
What's that chick's name?
Kamenka?
What's that chick's name?
Kamenka? Kamenka, yeah.
Yeah, what's Kamenka up to?
I don't know. She's in Patook.
She
Right?
stayed in Patook.
Keylen?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, she stayed in Patook. We'll definitely have to talk to her when we get there.
And
If she's still there.
Yeah,
Gumtree-
if she's still there.
I can't remember if you guys have told Gumtree about that particular dynamic. And he, like... Who's
Oh yeah,
Kamenka?
Ryan's trying to... Not Ryan.
Whoa, Jake, not me. Not me, Jake. No, don't you put that evil on me.
Ilor.
Jeez. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
One of your grandchildren's is trying to get with his cousin.
Keylen's trying to shag Kamenka.
Who's Kamenka?
Oh,
your
she's one of the...
grandniece?
Yeah, she's the daughter of the Odd family.
Vesna never had a daughter.
What?
She only
What?
had 3 sons.
Oh, your great grandniece.
That would
Right?
just be his granddaughter.
No.
Vesna never had a daughter, not as far as I know. And I've been here a long time.
Okay, yeah.
What? Who the fuck is she?
She's your cousin.
Looks like we've got a lot to talk about with Kamenka, though.
There's no granddaughter.
We'll have to see
that
her
I'm
when
aware
we
of.
get to Patuk.
All my grandkids are boys, including you two.
Yeah, we still gotta talk about that later.
Wait, who's Kamenka's father?
As far as we think, it's
Yod's, but
Radislav is the dad. His son. No, he married in. Son-in-law.
his nephew.
Son-in-law.
Yeah, son-in-law.
And Iados is like, juicy. No, not juicy. All right, well,
No.
wait,
we don't know yet, okay?
My brain is broken now. For the second time.
good.
The grandpa bit broke it the first time. Alright, well, we need to talk to Spot and see what's going on with there before we can worry about the Kamenka business.
Okay.
I don't know where he
Where's
is
Spot?
right now. He may be preparing magical materials or something with the others. You're free to go look for him, of course, but... And it's like approaching like that evening part of the day. I would really recommend rest. Anytime you can, catch a nap, catch some sleep, get some extra Z's. I will make sure no one disturbs you while you're sleeping, Rikzu. But we will need you rested. And then Gumtree, like, that's probably the most sound thing I've ever heard him say. You are he, aren't you? Yes. Was there ever any doubt?
There's always doubt, Iados.
Yep. You're pretty slim. Thank you. Thank you so much. Anyway. You are
Okay,
free
well,
to do as you need. I will be here if you have any questions. And we leave early in the morning. Because we'll be traveling for the next 3 days.
Well, if we're leaving that early, then we should probably talk to Spot tonight.
Yeah, let's go see if we can catch him real quick.
Yeah.
There will also be plenty of time on the trip to talk to him if you can't. It's a long trip.
Oh,
We should still talk to him tonight.
Sure.
so I kind of missed it, but I think I heard that Spot and the Blackthorns are kind of skeptical about this whole thing, but
Spot is.
I guess they're still coming on a trip.
So, yeah, you guys just met Fang. He's pretty amped and excited about it. Iados is just worried about Spot specifically because
Oh,
if he's not like the leader, he is at least one of the people who started the Blackthorns, and he's nervous about him being timid because he's always been timid since you guys met him. His whole shtick is he can hide. He wears a ghillie suit, so.
we're going to look for Spot.
Yeah, where are you going?
I go outside and I yell, "Spot!"
Like he's gonna show up.
Yeah, your voice pretty readily gets lost in the hustle and the bustle of the town as they're all moving around. Come
on, guys, help me! Spot!
all three of you start yelling out into the heavens, "Spot!" And he does not hear you and does not come running.
Maybe he's out in the forest.
Yeah, let's check the forest, I guess.
Yeah, he does like that forest look, so yeah.
Okay. Are you guys going out like to where you found him the first time? Because he was pretty deep out there.
I mean, if that's the only place that we know, I mean, at least that direction.
Yeah.
If that's the only place we would know to find him.
Harshness of the slight down.
And we ask passersby if they've seen Spot. Hey, have you seen Spot?
It's so harsh.
Little guy?
There we go. That's a little better, I guess. And everybody kind of gives you a similar answer, like if they even know who Spot is. Everybody's like had their job to do, and Yados has been running a pretty tight ship, so they haven't really had time to like necessarily look for someone. That's pretty much what you get out of passing by, talking to people.
Yeah, I'd say let's go out that way.
Yeah, just a short walk in the woods.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you guys, it does get pretty late by the time you get out towards where he like the general area, like where you guys first saw like the burning of the plants and stuff. And yeah, they're not, and you guys pass through the 3-man deep front line there around the city, and it doesn't take long once you get there to find like where the mages have been training. Like they have their own little what's the word? I guess their own like training patches. So like they've got like target dummies at the end of a long line where there is no grass or anything, where they can practice doing all that stuff. And Spot is like up in one of the trees, like prepare, fire, and then literally fire. They all start training, and he no pun intended, he spots you guys coming up. Hold, and he like snakes down the tree and comes up to you guys. Hi boys, how's it going?
Up, Spot.
And he looks around. Lost track of time. I didn't even realize how late it was. Hey, we're done. Go home, get some rest. You did good today, boys. And everybody's all of like the mages around him are all pretty like, they're all pretty fired up about another good day of training. And he like waits for everybody to leave, and he, oh my god, I am so tired. What you doing out here? What's up?
Spot, we've been talking with Theodos, and we're a little worried.
About what?
He told us that you were kind of unsure about what's going on.
His eyes get real big, like, how the bloody hell did he know that? And he like looks around and does like one of these. Well, I'm. Admittedly, and he's like not looking you in the eyes. Admittedly, a little nervous. Yeah. Yeah.
What are you nervous about? What can we do to make you feel more confident in this?
He like looks at his tiny dragon hands. He's, well, I'm small. Like I could just get like trampled like on the way there, or you know, like if like one cannonball or something, and I'm a gunner, a rogue arrow or something. I'm not very strong, and I'm a little worried.
But how long have you been living in this forest, though? I mean, you've been here on your own for the most part, and doing just fine.
A few years, yeah, but hiding. I've been hiding my entire life. Like, All I know how to do is run, and I don't know.
But you can use that to your advantage, your size.
On a battlefield? What am I gonna do? You can't
Sneak behind the enemy.
Oh, you could help us.
And zap him. Is that what you said?
Zap him from behind.
He needs to meet the Serdste.
Mm-hmm.
What are they gonna do? I mean, I could get behind them.
They're an
but...
entire clan of kobolds, and they're gonna fight with us.
Weren't you trained? You were trained by what's his name? Blue Dragonborn. Aaron. No.
Yeah, Aaron.
Nope. Aaron?
No. Haran.
No, that's the wrong Dragonborn.
Haran.
I have his name.
He said it twice now, Kyle.
I know, I'm just searching through my notes, but yes.
Yeah, but
Haran.
I still, like, all I've done is run from everything, and I can, he, like, kind of charges up his hands a little bit, like, yeah, I can cast really cool spells and everything, but, like, I go there, I'm behind the line, I zap him, and then what? I'm open. And
Do you want to help us sneak into Fort Yard?
He, like, stops to pause. Well, I've been there before, so I guess.
What?
He's like, did I not mention that?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, well, I was curious, and they are not very good at spotting me on my own. So
Is that why they call you Spot?
Yeah.
Oh.
Rikzu thought he had something. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. So no. I mean, I haven't been like everywhere in the castle or whatever, but I've been past the wall and.
But your insider knowledge would help.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I'm just not a front line like you guys, you know, and.
We're gonna try to sneak into Fort Yard and destroy the crown.
Oh. That's a good
Hi,
plan.
Dog and Emily. Bye, Dog and Emily.
Ghost is being a butthole, and so Emily's trying to distract him, and I guess he just kind of caught her with a claw.
Ouch.
Oh no.
Dude, that shit hurts too.
A white claw?
You're a disgrace.
His paws are white.
You're a disgrace.
I mean, we
Come with us, buddy.
Well, yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm training everybody to get ready. Yeah, like.
I mean, do you want to stay here, be alone, and possibly die, or do you want to come with us with very little chance of dying because we're not gonna die? We're gonna kill everything.
No, I'm gonna go. I just.
All right, great. Let's go. Come on.
We're not leaving until tomorrow morning. I know.
He doesn't know that.
And he's like following you guys. He's still like clicking his little cobbled talons together. Yeah, well, all right. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. So you guys have I almost said Molo. You guys have Spot in tow. What do you want to do?
Wheat.
We'll get him in touch with Molo later.
The return of Molo.
Molo.
It's Molo.
Alright, what do you guys want to do?
Go to bed.
Go to bed.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys enter back in town, and even pretty late into the night, there's still some traffic like going back and forth. You can see like the the east side of the city is like illuminated, well illuminated into the night sky with how many people they have over there and all of the torches that are going on. And it's like, you know, like before you, like the day before you leave for vacation, like a long trip, right? It's everybody's kind of excited. You know, all the stuff is packed and ready to go. And now you just, it's like, now you just have to wait. So you guys get back to the bar. And there's... The fuck was... Did you hear that?
Hear what?
Ah.
It's the baby.
Yeah, when, she's over there a little bit, and this thing is wireless. So if it's, like, right here by my computer, it loses connection for some reason, versus if it's just right here. And her little cry was, like, broken up by the signal. Yeah, it was really weird. It was a really weird sound. Anyway. So you guys are in the Jade Lionfish, and Stan, the drinks of water have shifted to grog and mead. And there's all kind of big plates of food that are ready to go for people who just come in and grab it and go. They can go home and eat or whatever, or they can just eat outside and chat like they always used to do, or they can come in and sit down. So Gumtree is not there and Iados is not there, but there is still kind of a decent presence inside. This is the bar that has like the piano in the background, and nobody is around like the music or the stage or whatever. It seems everybody is... They're nervous about what's coming, but you can see like they're confident about it, and like they know that they're on the right side, and now for once they're actually doing the right thing rather than secretly paying off the odds, you know. But you guys have no trouble getting like a little table with I almost did it again. Almost did Molo with Spot. So he hops up on a stool, and he grabs a mug with his tiny hands. I'm nervous. I'm excited, but I'm nervous.
It's okay to be nervous.
Is it?
Everything will be fine.
I hope so.
You just need to do what you know how to do. Don't be going out and trying to, like, you know, start shooting at bow and arrows for whatever reason.
Right. And he's like, well, I probably wouldn't normally ever say this. And he like looks around. Iados is like a really good leader.
Don't remind us.
He's really weird, and I've never seen anything. I've never seen anything. I'm getting into Iados. His voice is lower. I've never seen anything like him before, and he fucks literally everything that moves. His statue's pretty cool though. But damn if that guy cannot give a good speech.
Yeah, well, we're stuck with him, so.
Where did you find him? He's
the Metro.
More like he kind of found us.
Yeah.
Well, and he like raises his mug he can kind of raise it with his tiny hands. This one's for him.
Please don't give him anything.
Yeah. So, where are your friends?
We don't know. They just kind of...
Good question.
They come and go as they please.
I think they're all off training, really. At the same time, which is kind of weird, but...
Well, I mean, I hope so. I hope so.
let's just say putting the chances of seeing him at the final battle about 50-50.
Jesus.
Well, if mostly everyone is there, I think that'll do a lot of good for everyone to see you guys at the front. A lot, and he like takes another swig. A lot of us takes a big swig.
Mm-hmm.
Looks down at his drink. We look up to you. You're good guys. Stand for the right thing. You do the right thing. Follow you to hell and back. So this one's for you.
Cheers.
Well, I'm gonna go get some sleep. Iaros has made it pretty clear. Sleep is very important over these next few days, and to get as much as you can when you can.
Trust me, he's going to be the one sleeping in tomorrow morning.
Why?
It's Iados. He needs his beauty rest.
I really don't know him all that well.
Again, he's been telling everybody how much good it is to be sleeping. So,
Yeah.
if anybody's going to wake him up, it's going to be us.
I'll take your word for it. He hops down. He like walks over and like just barely is able to reach his hand up and put some money on the table for Stan. And he's like, keep everything you can for Batu. Thank you. He kind of makes his way over to the stairs, and he up the staircase, and you just hear a little door close. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna head off to bed as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Someone's got to be up early enough to wake up Iados.
Yeah, and they have rooms for you guys, like with your names on the doors. They wanted to make sure that you guys had your own reserved spaces where you could sleep.
Sweet.
Okay, so you guys sleep through the night. Very much undisturbed. The traffic is still kind of noisy, but it doesn't go. You know, all the carts and all the animals that are moving out eastward, they're not going until like 3 a.m, whatever. They go until like maybe 11, and then you can whoever would consider themselves a light sleeper, you can hear Iados like cajoling people like back into their homes and like, all right, we're done, get inside, rest. You there? I see you. Rest. And after that, dead quiet. So, with the caravan, you guys, I'll let you guys decide. I had a quick hour and a half-ish, almost 2 hour session. If you guys wanted to keep going, we can do the caravan to Patuk, or if you're maybe if you want to wait for some people, it's up to you guys. I'm good to go. I'm good to stop. Because this
I'd
will be
like
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to keep going, but I'd also like more people to be here. So,
yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat.
As far as like,
Jake's already gone, so I guess
we'll never know. Yeah, yeah. I think as far as like, although John said after this week he'd be more available.
Yeah.
I think for the most part it's going to be youth 3.
Correct.
Yeah.
No idea what Chris's plans are. Kern, wedding stuff in and out, and
I think DJ's completely gone.
yeah, he is. I can tell you why later.
Okay.
Am I missing somebody else?
Nope.
I mean, Chris is Chris, and then Kern, once his wedding's over, be better.
John. Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, like tonight, if there's 3 of you guys, we can kind of go up to, like, the assault on Fort Yod.
Yeah.
Past that, I'd like to have John and Chris and Kern.
Yeah.
With John definitely most likely being back next session, I would rather wait.
We just do like the caravan trip to Patuk.
Sure.
I mean, like that seems like a happy medium.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking that would be a good way to go too. So, okay. So morning comes. You guys do not have to wake up Iados. He is first to knock on your door and get you guys up. And I scrolled too far up past my notes here. Okay. So yeah, Iados is definitely the first to wake you guys up, and it's sort of that like that obnoxious morning, like high energy, like you weren't quite ready to wake up yet. You were in that like stage 3 of REM sleep or whatever, where you're just pissed off that you're awake. And he gets to your door. Like, I don't know if like my mom was like the champion of doing this, just getting me up at that exact moment where I was in the deepest form of sleep. And just gets you guys out of it. Wake up! It's time to go, boys. And as soon as your senses kind of start waking up with you, you can, like, oh god, it feels like it's a hot day already. You can still hear people all now rushing pretty much in the same direction out eastward to get to their caravans and their carts and whatever they're carrying. Many people have their own armor, or if they're not wearing it, it's at least in a bag on them. So he gets you guys up and down the stairs. And there's the same thing as before, where Stan kind of, he had everything ready. He still has plates and stuff out. Only this time he rather than being behind the bar, he is in front of the bar and he's eating, and he's just like, whatever you eat, just leave the shit here and we'll deal with it when you get back. Because it's go time, boys. And so you guys eat breakfast, whatever. If there's any morning conversations you wanted to have, there's also plenty of time to talk in the caravan, I suppose. You guys get ready to go for the day. So you guys get your breakfast and carbo load, make your way into the crowd and start moving eastward with everybody. And it's quite a scene to see this many organized people all moving towards one goal. I think this far in the game, this is the most organized you've seen a body of people this size. Because the battle with Zash and Dimitri was pretty big, but it wasn't like 3,000-4,000 people on the move big, if not more, through like a couple of streets. And as soon as you guys get to like the east side, they like opened up a part of the wall. Or Krolik have one? Patuk had a small one.
Mm-hmm. I always pictured Krolik with a little bit of a wall.
Mm-hmm.
I
might have that reversed. I think Patuk had the wall.
Patuk has the wall
because Dimitri was there.
Because you jumped on top of it. Somebody jumped off the top of it.
Yeah, that was right.
Yeah, that was me. That was great. Good times.
Yeah, I think Krolik had the smaller one. Either way. So and so they opened up their walls, and you guys can see just rows and rows and rows and rows. Some people are lucky they have actual like wagons to carry their stuff and some animals that are helping to tow the load. Other people have like rigged up their own kind of makeshift little cart where there's not harnesses, but there's things for people like to load up, and then they start hauling. And at like the very front, you can it's kind of far away from where you guys are. You can just make out this little platform that's sort of raised above the crowd. And Iados is with you guys, and he's got this huge smile on his face as he's like walking with you through the crowd. Are you boys ready? Because I'm fucking ready.
Pumped, bro.
This is going to be fucking so cool. All right, I'm ready. And he's like, excuse me? I've got to get to the front and lead this thing. Be good. And he's like walking backwards. Do patrol the outside. Remember what I said. You guys are the front. People need to see you. So, and we're all carrying lots of food, so if we see any riffraff or animals, whatever, deal with them quickly and make it dramatic. You know how I love drama.
We'll do our best.
Excellent. And Spot has been like hanging on Riynor like this whole time.
God damn it.
Sorry.
No, that was internal.
Oh. And then Iados, he like gives one of these and he turns and he like skirts off, and you can see like as he runs with the crowd and ahead of them, you can see people like nudging each other and whispering like, "Oh, that's Iados," all that kind of stuff. So yeah, pretty much any resource you could think of that they would need for this kind of a trip. People, food, equipment, armor, weapons, animals, all that stuff. They've got it locked and loaded and ready to move. So you guys can choose if you want to like walk along with them, or you can hop on everybody here knows who you guys are. So they pretty much every cart you guys pass by, they'd like offer you a spot if you needed it.
Get on the front cart. Or wherever's open.
Okay. You guys want to be towards the front?
Yep. Yeah.
That'll do, pig.
Cool.
So yeah, you guys, Iados is already on his platform. Big surprise. So he's got both his hands on his hips, and he can't decide if he wants to like hold his statue pose or if he just wants to stand there like Captain Morgan style.
Iados, you're gonna get tired standing like that the entire time.
Oh, I'll be fine. I've got excellent standing power.
So, look out for Yods, I guess.
and he's like, I think we'll, and he's trying to do that like arm thing. I think we'll be okay. We'll be able to fend him off. Pretty good. Enough.
You don't sound too confident.
We'll be fine. And then Gumtree, like, he like steps out of the woods again when you guys are around the front. Oh. Well, I gotta say, this is pretty impressive. Hello, boys.
Hi, Gumtree.
Hello, Grandpapa.
This is gonna be quite the trek. Are you boys ready?
Well, we walked all the way here, so yeah. I think we're good to walk back.
Good point. And he's like, "Oh, my hut. It's not gonna be there. Just don't be shocked. I can bring it up wherever I need to go. So it's not going to be there."
You cut out. What'd you say?
Oh. He's gesturing to his hut where you guys first met him.
Oh, okay.
My hut. It's not going to be there. Don't freak out. It's a spell. I can put it wherever I need to.
Got it.
So if you boys need a place to sleep tonight, I'll have my own chair. And he looks up at Iados. But you're welcome to stay in the cottage.
Sounds good.
Yes, and Iados is just staring down the line, letting everybody get into their position, waiting for like the trail of people to kind of go to that condensed line formation. All right. Looks down at you boys. Ready?
Let's do it.
Yes. And he starts shooting off a bunch of fireworks. Forward! And like he whips, and he's got his own like kind of caravan moving. Or not caravan, the whole thing is a caravan. His own cart with a couple of these white stallions that he's got because Iados.
He's very extra.
Yeah. And you guys begin the first day's travel. So the caravan does not move particularly fast. It goes at at like a walking pace on purpose, because he also doesn't want to lose anybody in the traffic because of the number of people there are, and he wants to be able to, if he has to relay something from front to back, he wants it to get there pretty quick.
Okay.
So yeah, the first day of travel is pretty calm and peaceful. Not a whole lot of ruckus and riffraff.
Ruckus.
Night falls upon the caravan, and he fires off like different colored fireworks. Like the first ones are red, and these ones are blue. And over time, like a heavy train, right? Everybody starts to stop and set up camp for the night. And as you guys are around the front, Gumtree like does his own little spell, and he pops up his own little cottage just into the forest side. Not in the same spot where you guys first met him or anything like that, but it's the same orientation where he's got his house like kind of in the edge of the forest, and it's overlooking the ocean side.
I'll take first watch around the camp.
Wait, are we going through the whole caravan? I thought we were stopping.
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
What do you mean going through the whole caravan?
I thought we were ending for the night because we were gonna do it with more people.
Oh, no,
this is the first day of travel.
This is the first day of travel. Yeah.
It's like 3 days, right?
It's
We're doing
3
like
days, yeah.
half the caravan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we were stopping the session.
No, we decided to do the caravan.
I thought you said you wanted to do the caravan, and then that would be where you stopped.
Okay. No, I don't recall saying that, but all right. We're already halfway
Got it
through.
on
Let's go.
video.
Jake and I agreed that we were doing the caravan. You weren't there.
No, it was you and Kyle said you wanted to do the caravan. Jake wasn't there.
No, I did not.
No, Jake said he wanted to do the caravan.
No, I was fine stopping before the caravan. I thought that's what we were doing.
We can. I'm fine with either one. we can keep trucking, or we can stop.
Let's just keep caravanning for now.
All right. So,
Okay.
I guess.
It's not okay.
well, we'll wait for next time then, because I do kind of.
I mean, like, if we want more people here, why are we continuing to go on? Was the conversation, right?
Because we're just going to Patuk. We're not going all the way.
We're not
to
going all the way
to the end of the final.
I don't see a point if we're just going to go to Patuk then
not
to.
A big deal.
I don't.
Big deal.
Sorry, I'm just. I don't know.
We can wait, because I want John to like be in a couple of these episodes because he's been pretty excited about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So okay, we will stop at the night of the first day of the caravan. Okay, and
Okay.
stream.